Hello everyone, this is Stuff, you're watching Stuff HD, and today I want to make a video about why I do not plan on buying a Pixel 4. Now, I will make this very clear at first. When I say I'm not buying a Pixel 4, I mean I am not buying a Pixel 4 for the price that they want me to buy it at. You know, I am not paying $800-900 or even $1,000 for a Pixel 4. I have a Pixel 3 and I didn't pay full price for this. I paid $600 because it was on sale, which is around what I think the Pixel 4 should be worth, but whatever. The Pixel has never been a beast as far as phones, you know, like the iPhones, the Samsungs. Shut up, Google. I'm not talking to you right now. See, it's always listening. It's a little crazy. So yeah, I was saying that the Pixel has never been a top of the line phone. Like, yeah, they'll put the latest CPU on there, but so does OnePlus. You know, the OnePlus 7 Pro has a, or 7T has a top of the line CPU on there, but it's not $900. So normally the Samsungs and the Apples have a lot of really nice design stuff and a lot of really nice other stuff. The Pixels don't. They're very, very basic. They mostly, whatever makes them special is usually software based. And the fact that you can use Google Fi on it, which is a whole other thing, another video maybe. But I am not getting a Pixel 4 for a few reasons. Number one, the main reason that anybody gets a Pixel phone usually that pays like $600 for something like this is the camera. Pixels have been known for having the greatest camera. However, in my case, my Pixel doesn't have the greatest camera. My Pixel has a really messed up camera. And it's kind of hard to explain what my camera does, but basically it keeps losing focus. It's got this stuttering issue. And like I said, it's very hard to explain, so I made a video, a couple of videos. So here, check these out. Alright, so this is me trying to walk and take a video with my Pixel 3. As you can see, it keeps having a lot of weird issues. If I try recording something outside, I had the same problem. It keeps losing focus, grabbing focus, like trying to focus on that tree there, but it just keeps doing weird stuff. So see, that makes my camera completely useless, and Google has been useless in trying to, okay, quit listening to me, Google. Google has been completely I'm scared that it's Google has been completely useless in trying to help people. They you know, you talk to them, they give you all the steps that are useless, you know, all the, oh, you gotta reset this, reset that. You know that it's useless, but what are you gonna do, you know? But I've gone on a forum and I found a bunch of other people that had the exact same issue, and it all started around the same time. And you know, some people say it's hardware, others say it's software. I'm like, it's kind of weird that it all started around the same time for it to be software, but whatever. In the past, I had an issue with a Nexus 6P, I believe it was, and the microphone was all messed up, and people, whenever I would talk to them, they told me I sounded like I was underwater. They couldn't understand what I was saying. And I tried dealing with Google at the time, but back then Google was blaming HTC, because back then HTC would make the phone, saying that it was a hardware issue. HTC was pushing back, saying it was a software issue. Nothing ever got done with that one, and I don't think anything will ever get done with this one. I personally think that it is more software-based issue, because if I put Filmic Pro, the application, on there, I can record video. It's not perfect, but it is much better. Check out these videos. So here is the video. Let me walk towards this. With OIS off, optical image stabilizer off, and you can see that it seems to look better. Let's try the outside one again, which is not really outside. I'm going through the window, but whatever. So here's video again, taken with the OIS off. Not OIS, I imagine this is EIS. But yeah, you can see that the video is working just fine using Filmic Pro. So yeah, that is basically the number one reason why I'm not buying a Pixel 4. Certainly not for full price. The second reason is the fact that Google themselves don't seem to care about their own phones. When the Samsung Galaxy Note came out, Samsung was actually offering me $600 for a Pixel 3, which I should have taken so that I would buy as a trade-in, so I would buy a Note 10. But I was like, nah, I know the Google Pixel 4 is coming out soon. I know that it's going to have face detection, Face ID, which I absolutely love. I am such a big fan of Face ID on the iPhone. I can't wait for all Android phones to have a real Face ID, even though it's having a really bad problem where it reads people's faces even if their eyes are closed. So people with spouses or whatever, you might not want to get a Pixel 4. Or, if you're gonna get a Pixel 4, just make sure you sleep with it under your pillow and then put some kind of lock on it or something. I don't know. Because it's dangerous. Yeah, Pixel 4 was announced, and I go to see how much Google is gonna give me as a trading for this. Now, I wasn't expecting $600. Come on. But $225. That is what Google would offer me for this. $225. Compared to $600 that I would have gotten from Samsung. Now, I no longer want a Note 10 because I do have a Galaxy S10 and I really like my S10. But even if I go today on Samsung's website, they still offer me $450 for this same phone. The same phone that Google offers $250 for. So I'm like, like Samsung seems to think more about the Pixel. Shut up, Google. I'm not talking to you. Samsung seems to care more about the about the Pixel than Google themselves do. So it's a little weird. Finally, there is a simple fact that, and this was the truth also for the Pixel 3. For me, it just looked very bleh. Like there's a few software things about the Pixel that I enjoy, like call screening. I really enjoy that. The fact that somebody calls you, you don't know who it is. You do call screening, it'll answer for you. It'll type down whatever the other person says if they say anything, and then you can decide if you want to answer or if you want to mark it as spam, or just you can actually ask questions like tell me more information. You could have a whole conversation using Google on your phone without you having to talk, which comes in super handy at work. So many times I get a phone call at work and it looks like it's spam because like 98% of the calls that I get are spam. So I have Google answer and they hang up and I'm like, okay, well, they don't have to bother with that one. So that's a really useful feature that I can't wait for Google to put on other phones, but right now it's a Pixel only thing. Actually, I do think that some Motorola's are getting it, so I do think that they're starting to put that on other phones. Aside from that, there's really not that much that impresses me about the Pixel 4. I'm sure the camera's gonna be great, but nowadays a lot of the tricks that the Pixel used to be great for, all the other companies are doing anyway. Samsung is doing those tricks. Apple is doing those tricks. They all have night mode now. So the camera on the Pixel just isn't that special anymore. Like you look at any camera comparison between the Pixel, the Samsung S10 or the Note 10 and the iPhone 11 Pro, and they are all almost the same. They're all great. In many ways, the other ones are better than the Pixel 4. So the camera is not even all that anymore. The price is still extremely high. And they didn't even put a wide angle lens. Why? Like last year with the Pixel 3, they made a whole huge deal about how they only needed one camera, because with that one camera they could do like the telephoto that everybody else was doing. They could do it with software. Yeah, that's great. And this year they're still doing the software telephoto thing, but they still also have a telephoto lens. Okay, but no wide angle. So if you can do the telephoto with software, why not remove the telephoto lens and then put a wide angle lens? I don't get it. But anyway, those are the reasons why I don't want a Pixel 4. Not for its full price anyway. So I had to redo this video because my original one, I was babbling too much, and that one was over 20 minutes. So far this one is 10 minutes, and I'm gonna shut up now. But I'm glad that I managed to make it smaller, because that was way too long. Anyway, if you guys have any comments, questions, whatever, just leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you guys. I tend to reply to everybody, if anything with a little heart, because you know, sometimes that's all you can reply, you know. Like somebody says, cool, you're like, okay, cool, heart, there. All right, I'm gonna get going. Yo, take care. Bye.